I'm Daniel, and I have the passion for giving old things new purpose. Every week, I bring you along my thrift adventures to uncover the extraordinary in the ordinary. So if you love thrifting, venturing to estate sales, and getting inspired by thrifted home decorating, you're in the right place. Don't forget to subscribe to join in on the adventures. Let's find gold together, one thrift store at a time. Welcome to Golden Finds. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Daniel here from Golden Finds, and we're back of course with more thrifting. What else? So today is going to be, of course, just like any other adventure. We're going to go to the Goodwills to see what we come across and see what our golden finds are. If you're new to my channel and love thrifting, this is your channel, and I welcome you to subscribe and hit that like button as well, you guys. It really helps out the channel, and subscribing is free. For those of you returning, thank you so much as always for coming back and supporting me here on our channel. And today's only difference is going to be in the haul portion. So I am going to be, if I find some goodies, I'm going to be doing a Hubby Reacts. For those of you who have been with me for the long run, know what that already is. But since I do have a lot of new subscribers and I haven't really done a Hubby Reacts in a long time, let me go ahead and quickly talk about what it is. So basically, I pick up, some items from Goodwill. Usually it's its own separate video, but this time I'm just going to get Joe's reaction. Joe is my husband, for those of you who do not know. And we're going to basically just get his reaction. He doesn't know what I'll pick up. He won't see the items before I do the haul. So we are going to get his reaction and see what he says about the items that I picked up at Goodwill. So I'm super excited. I know I usually did 3 items to get a reaction from him. I'll probably see if I can get 3 items. You guys will have to wait and see also to see what I ultimately picked up because it's still going to be at the end of the haul, at the end of the video. So his reactions will be at the end, just like I do with my hauls. So I'm super excited. I know that a lot of you love it when he is on my videos and love when he does the Hubby Reacts to my thrift buys, and he has his own thing as to what qualifies it as a yes or a no, a thrift sense or a nonsense, how he puts it. So let's go ahead and get started with today's adventure and see what golden finds we come across. I don't buy just to get, Joe's most wild reaction. Like, I actually buy items that I know that I'm going to utilize. So it's not just like, grab this because I know it's going to get the most perfect reaction from him. It has to make sense. Like, the items have to be things that I'll actually use. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get thrifting. In the glassware section, I found these vintage Libby Hobstar water goblets. They were absolutely gorgeous, and they had the entire set. I really love it when I come across an entire set at the thrift store because, as many of you know, if you thrift, it can be very difficult to find the entire set. This is meant to store some pictures. You'll see in just a few seconds when I open it up. It has little frames inside to display some pictures. It was $4.99. This may have been someone's DIY, probably something that you buy like at Michael's or a craft store and you put together, and they did a very good job. Found this vintage Christmas stocking with the Santa on both sides. This is the type of stocking that I am currently on the hunt for to add to my vintage Christmas collection, and it was only $2.99. Found several of these Disney Park holiday sippy cups. Now, one of them was broken. As you can see, this one is right here. Its horn is broken, and I was trying to open the straw topper so you can all see that it's a sippy cup. But there was another one right here, and this one was intact and in great condition. Giving all the 90s vibes. I absolutely love the print. This looks like something that would be in someone's living room. And let's grab the popcorn and let's watch a movie because this chair looks absolutely comfortable. And at $40, I don't think it was super bad. Found this entire dining room set. This table was very nice. It was a little bit scratched up here and there, but I didn't see any price for the entire set. But nonetheless, it was still cool to see. That's why I love this thrift store right here in Anaheim, and because you always find big bulky furniture like that. So always visit the store if you have a chance. Now it has been a hot minute since I have done a Hubby's React, so I'm super excited to bring that to you all, especially for a lot of my new subscribers who may not have seen one of my videos where my husband makes a reaction to all of my thrift buys. So I'm super excited to share with you all closer to the end of the video. Make sure to stay tuned until the end so that you can see all of the walkthrough and then see my haul and also my hubby's reaction. Let's see what we pick up. You know, I always find items that I'm going to try and use for a purpose. I don't want to just grab it because I know it would give me the best reaction from my husband. I ultimately want to make sure that it's something I'm going to actually use or love or treasure or resell, as I am focusing this year on only buying things that I will be using and not overcluttering my home. Here in Southern California, the nearest Cracker Barrel is almost 2 or 3 hours away from where I live here in Anaheim. So I find a lot of things at the thrift store from Cracker Barrel, like this water globe right here. And it's super exciting when I find stuff like this, just because I am not always able to make it out to Cracker Barrel and their decor is always on point. But of course, a lot of the things that I do find at the thrift store are past seasons or, years old, but it's still super fun to see here. This basket is super nice. I love the shape, I love the color, and it's just made beautifully. It's $5.99, which I think is a steal. But again, I'm being super picky on what makes it home, especially with baskets. This is definitely a Target item. I couldn't make out the price tag if it was from Threshold, possibly from Threshold's collection. It is on clearance, so it was a clearance item from Target, and it was brought here to Goodwill. And then found a lot of these Christmas garlands. There was quite several of them, and I don't think they were bad for the price at all. I did like that they were flocked, but they were also very messy. They were $6.99 each. You just have to be careful with all that glitter. It can get really messy. These pails would look really cute in someone's farmhouse decor in their home. Now, I didn't pick these up, but I do hope that someone did because I think they're really fabulous pieces to display with. a huge Golden Girls fan, so I was upset when I saw that this was banged up. It was smashed in on one corner, as you can see. I just love all of the vintage vibes that it's giving, that 1980s vibe of the Golden Girls. $6.99. It was definitely a great price. Definitely would have been a cool piece to add to my Golden Girls collection. I came across so many hydro flasks. Look at all of these different sizes, different colors, and a brand new one can be very expensive, but a lot of these all had something wrong with them. Scratch marks, dent marks, you name it. Almost each one of them had something wrong with them, but I don't know if this was someone's collection because they're all different sizes, different colors, but I just liked seeing it. It was so pretty with all the colors. It almost was like a rainbow. And who remembers things remembered? Do you guys remember that store in the mall? I definitely do. I bought a few gifts there when Joey and I started dating. I bought a few gifts to gift them during our like anniversary. There was a point when we were like celebrating almost every month anniversary of being together. Found these Pier 1 cocktail napkins, still brand new with its tag from Pier 1 Imports, and they are Christmas themed for only $1.99. Blue Light Special. Who remembers Kmart? Oh my gosh, I love when I come across something from Kmart. It just really brings in a floodgate of memories of my time, shopping there with my parents. Our Kmart was a super Kmart, so it was basically like a Walmart. It had a grocery store. I believe it had a tire car center. It had electronics, it had produce, it had a meat deli section, it had everything, clothing, you name it, housewares, decor, furniture. It was literally a huge Kmart. And they even had a mini arcade, and I believe also even like a nail shop. And they also had a huge Little Caesars where you could even have parties. Those were definitely the days. I loved Kmart, and I just wish it would have stayed around. Another nostalgic store, JCPenney. Now, JCPenney is still here with us. These are all part of like some type of train set that you can buy. And I found so many different pieces from this entire collection. But I kind of feel like JCPenney is also going to be one of those stores that sadly will be vanishing within the next few years. Almost all of the big retailers that were big in the 90s and 2000s are literally falling down. They are not even open anymore. Kmart was definitely a big one. A lot of the stores that we grew up with are just no longer here, like Montgomery Ward or Mervyn's. We have lost Borders, the bookstore. We have lost Bed Bath & Beyond. And the list just keeps on going, and it's truly sad because I have some really good memories of finding items. And I found this Pier 1 Imports piece, this nutcracker, and it still worked. Its battery was lighting up. Then I found this casserole dish by Corningware. It's called the Spice of Life, and it was $6.99. It is missing the glass piece on top, the lid, but still really nice to always see in the thrift store because it wasn't bad for the price. These owl cups were also really interesting. Love the detail of the copper color. A little bit of redone too at $4.99. Then I also found this mug, which I believe came out last year, Mrs. Claus's Cookie Company, $2.99. I have made it a goal to check out the book section in almost every thrift store I visit because I am trying to, always buy good books if I see them. Do you guys remember The Great Gatsby? I read it during high school and we saw the OG classic of the film, but of course I fell in love with the newer redone version with Leonardo DiCaprio that came out. That was such a big hit. And I just remember, I'm telling you, sometimes when you walk into the thrift store, you're going to reminisce about so many things because you're going to remember growing up with this item or finding something maybe that just brings back some type of certain memory to you. So it's definitely walking into a time capsule because you just never know where you're going to find and what memory is going to unlock when you find that item. Now, I also have been looking at some of the clothes, but you won't always see a lot of it when I do my thrifting. Then I found 2 of these Minnie Mouse plushies. These were gigantic. $9.99. These are in commemorative of the Disney 100 Years of Wonder celebration, where we celebrated the Walt Disney Company 100th anniversary. So these were cool. Some of them were, the other one right there was stained, unfortunately. But, I'm such a huge Disney fan, so it's always fun to see as well. This is a vintage rug beater. It was actually really cool coming across a piece like this. And it was $4.99. It wasn't the most weirdest spot. I feel like someone might have contemplated about maybe taking it home because it was in the electronics section of this thrift store. This is a glass terrarium. It's from Threshold, part of Target. It's $7.99 here at Goodwill, but you can find it at Target for $15. So you're definitely saving some dollars here. That's what I love about shopping here. You can find so many Target items still brand new, and usually you're always going to find them for a lot cheaper than what you're finding them at Target for. That's something that I have advised you all to do if you do come here to Orange County. Always have your phone handy, just like that snapshot that I shared. I checked the price and saw that it was definitely cheaper here at Goodwill than at Target. Now, for today's segment of We Look and We Do Not Judge, Sarah is a princess. I don't know why this was donated, but it was a super cute wooden block. It is a good day when you find Pottery Barn. These gingerbread plates were absolutely such a cool find at only $1.99 each. Now, I don't really do gingerbread for Christmas, but they were Pottery Barn. Pottery Barn, you guys. I just love finding Pottery Barn at the thrift store. I've also been finding a lot of items that are made from other things, like this coconut that was made into a pumpkin. And it's even hollow for you to be able to add a little tea light. This is so cool and artistic. Whoever made this was awesome. There are so many amazing things to bring back home, and I'm having such a hard time trying to figure out what to pick up. Again, something that I'm going to be using and also that I'm going to be sharing with my hubby. And what will hubby say? I wonder. I definitely wonder. I also saw this solid walnut wood desk pad holder. Definitely an older piece. Just from the notepad, you can even tell that it's definitely a lot older. And it was $1.99 only, so that was definitely a great price. Now, for many of you who do not know my husband, he does definitely calculate things a little bit different than I do. I do thrift math, is what I'm calling it. You guys have heard of girl math, but this is thrift math. And for me, if it's a good price at the thrift store and it totally makes sense to me, then I am adding it to my cart. But my husband definitely has a different mentality when it comes to things, especially when it comes to shopping. He hates it that I'm actually a really big shopper, but he definitely will only buy items if it makes sense. So items that are going to either, bring back a good value if you're buying it for like such a great price here at the thrift store. Because he's definitely more on the reseller mentality, and I'm more of bringing stuff home with me. Just like this candle right here, it was $12 originally at Target. It's part of the Threshold line, and it's only $4.99 here at Goodwill. So again, thrift math. It totally makes sense, right? So why am I not going to add it into the cart? Because it's totally a good deal. But just giving you guys a heads up because he's definitely very brutal and honest when it comes to judging my thrift buys. But I know that a lot of you love him for that. So I love having him on here. I know many of you love his input and his thoughts and opinions on the items that I purchased from the Goodwill store. So I was so happy to be able to add him back in for another video and, just have a good time together. This swivel chair, oh my gosh, look at it. Just look at it. I love it. I love it. This is another Goodwill that I really recommend if you love furniture to check it out here on Magnolia Street and Garden Grove. This is a really interesting Christmas bottle opener. I don't know if I like it. It's kind of a little bit creepy if you ask me. But these tins were really cool. This one's English breakfast tea. It was $2.99. These are also very decorative. Not only do they hold things, they're also really nice metal pieces, especially if you give them a good cleaning. This one's for coffee. It was $2.99. Ignore that other tag there because it doesn't belong there. And they also had a sugar one. So these would also be really nice decorative pieces to add into your kitchen. Someone definitely donated a lot of vintage pieces from Avon and also a lot of pieces from Hallmark. There were so many different pieces of the Hallmark keepsake ornaments, and I was actually happy to find this one again because the last time I found it, it had been broken. So that was nice to find it all intact, and someone would be really happy to bring it home. Now, someone must have felt the heat from this candle and it went to their head because they priced it at $9.99. And I have told you all many times that I always find Bath & Body Works candles up and down in price. The most expensive I find them is $10, but I sometimes find them for $4.99, $5.99, $6.99, even $7.99. But I just draw the line when it reaches $10, unless it's like a super collectible candle for some reason, or it's like a very rare one from Bath & Body Works. This is an Indiana glass chip and dip salad set. Now it is missing parts of it. I believe it's missing the utensils, and it's also missing the metal piece that holds the dip piece on the top of it. It was $5.99, definitely vintage, but I did take it out of the box so you guys can see how it looks. This was also another contender for the We Look and We Do Not Judge. This is an anniversary piece. It's someone's commemorative piece for their anniversary. I just get so sad looking at pieces like this. Again, we don't know the reasons why, and I know that there are many reasons why it could possibly have been donated, but I can't help it. I'm a very, very sentimental person, if you guys did not know. Saw this Starbucks and Disney Parks collaboration keychain, and it's supposed to be like a little mini Starbucks tumbler. I love how it looks. It's so pretty with the gold and the ombre finish. Here are the rest of those Hallmark ornament pieces from the keepsake collection that I mentioned to you all. I think literally someone either dumped their entire collection, or maybe it was a collector, or maybe someone who was selling them in a store. I don't know the case, but there were so many boxes upon boxes of different size ornaments from that collection. These maracas from Costa Rica were so fun. $3.99 each. This garland looks really nice outside the box, but I did open it and I didn't share that, but it was actually completely wrecked in the inside, and it was actually pretty cheap. The material was not good. A lot of the stuff was falling off, and it was just not worth picking it up, even though it was definitely a cute idea, and I love the idea of the slippers being like an advent calendar countdown, but just the quality was definitely not there. Starbucks Ben There series from Ontario, Canada, $7.99. These tend to be very collectible, and they're also very resellable. Now, I don't think this is a vintage masher, but it's just, you know, very used, so it's definitely has a lot of wear. Then I saw this brighten up the holidays Christmas silhouette of a shooting star. I love this. This kind of looks like the one, I think it might be the same company of the ghost one that I found a few weeks ago. And baby Pegasus from Hercules. He's so adorable and so cute. Now, have you ever heard of this? A hot dog spiral cutter. This is from Sous La Table, and it's still brand new. $2.99. Now, I don't know if I would do all that work just to spiral cut your hot dogs. It says that it gives you a more even cooking of your hot dog, but I don't know. It just seems like too much work for me. Well, friends, the haul is coming up along with hubby's reaction. If you see anything here that I did not pick up in the haul, let me know in the comments down below if there's something that spoke out to you. I always love hearing from all of you, so drop down in the comments if you saw something that really spoke out to you. But without further ado, let's go ahead and see what reactions we get from my husband and if you guessed correctly on what I brought home. Hey guys, welcome to the haul portion and the hubby reacts. So for those of you who are new to my channel, it has been a really long time since I have done one of these segments where we get Joe's reaction, which he is my husband for those of you who do not know. We get his reaction to the items that I thrifted. Normally I would do a standalone video for this, but I decided to just include it into the haul. So he has no idea what I picked up, and you guys haven't found out either. So you're going to find out right now, and you're going to find out first. So he's going to cover his eyes. I will show you guys first the item, and then we'll get his impression of the item. And he has his own way of deciding whether or not it's thrift sense or nonsense. Nonsense being that it's not a very smart buy. Find. And then thrift sense, it totally makes sense. So I want you all to understand that we go into thrifting with different mentalities about it. I am more of what can I utilize it for? How can I decorate my home with it? Versus he is more, how can I bring in the big bucks? So he's definitely more on the reseller side. I dip my feet into it, but not as heavily as he used to. He used to at one point, but now that he's so busy with maintaining the salon and also working his full-time job, he just doesn't have the time.
Yeah.
So
taking a seat back.
It's taken a seat back a lot. So is there... before we get started, I wanted to thank all of you for the love and the prayers and the support and the comments that you all left for Bella and also for my dad. We wanted to give you guys just a quick update. So she did have her surgery. She is doing well. Now the hard part comes of just waiting to find out if it's cancer. And we're just doing that right now, basically, just waiting to hear back on the results. She had her surgery last Thursday. She'll be recuperating for those 2 weeks, but we should find out by no later than Thursday or Friday of this upcoming week about the results, which we're, praying and crossing our fingers that nothing comes back. But she has definitely back to her old self, huh?
Absolutely.
She was very mellow on the first day of surgery. And then the second day, she was also very mellow. But, once the third day came around, she was really back to her old self, or feisty little girl. Mm-hmm. But she's doing so much better. She's healing. Again, we had her spayed. And also we had the mass removed from her tail. So she's kind of missing a lot of hair. But hey, hair grows back. It's not a big deal. But thank you so much to those of you who reached out to me either via Instagram or left a lot of comments on here. We truly, truly appreciate it so much. Now, before I do show you the first item, is there anything you want to tell anybody before we start? I mean, you don't have to say anything, but if there's something.
Show on the road.
Okay, so let me know in the comments down below, you guys. After you see everything from the haul and get his reaction, let me know if there's something in there that I totally should have picked up that I, didn't bring home. You guys know that I love hearing your comments, so let me know. So if I can have you close your eyes, please. Remember, I'm going to share the item with you guys first. I usually always try to be very quiet as to not really give any hints as to what it might be before he sees it. But this is one of them. I'm going to show you guys the price too. And then we will get his reaction in 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
We'll look at it, inspect, do whatever you do like you always do. I feel like it's giving possibly maybe Home Goods, TJ Maxx or Marshalls buy.
No. This is definitely not.
This is something you would find at Home Goods, I feel.
No.
So it's a wooden pumpkin.
Yeah.
It doesn't really have a place for a light,
I think
though.
it's supposed to be on a stake.
Maybe to hold it up, maybe in the yard.
So I think it's supposed to.
He's not a big fan of buying home decor, you guys, and also not really the holiday decor. He feels I have too much, which you can never have enough.
It was $5.
No? Oh, I guess it was. It's $4.99.
No.
So it's a nonsense?
Yeah.
Why?
I think I could probably sell this for like $10. Like, I don't even know if someone would pay $10 for this.
Well, it looks
like
very
a yard sale thing, like $1.
It looks very homemade, but that's the style that you can find a lot of stuff like that at Home Goods. You can find stuff like this.
Let's look at it.
So I am going to let me explain to you really quick before or take the picture or whatever. He's gonna try to do a Google image search, and I don't think you're gonna find anything probably for it. So I'm going to actually get rid of the hay. I don't really like this. I want it to look more clean. So this will be coming off, all this hay bow and stuff, to just give it that really clean look. I really loved it. You guys all know that I love Halloween. So this was just a cute little piece. I could, picture seeing this somewhere on a mantle or on the front door entrance of my patio or just basically anywhere, I feel. But I loved it. It's quite a large piece. Something like this definitely would have cost you maybe $10 or $15 at the most, maybe even $20.
So someone is selling it on Etsy. The same one.
Is it a brand?
No, it says handmade.
Well, it does look handmade, but I don't think it is. No, because it says made in China.
Oh, it doesn't mean China.
There's a made in China tag, so. But unfortunately, it was not a win in his eyes. And why was it not a win?
Because no one else would buy it.
That's just the reason, though?
I can't sell it. Like, people are going to want to give me $1 at the yard sale.
Oh.
If that.
Well, we tried. I mean, that's just one of the items. Let's move on to the next. Tough to test. You just never know. They might be trying to cheat. Oops.
Okay.
Well, if that was your reaction to that, I doubt you're gonna be even more excited about this next one. But let me show you guys first. I can already tell he's gonna say something about the price. 3, 2, 1. Do you even know what it is, first of all?
It's a muddler?
A what?
To like muddle things?
A masher. I don't think it's vintage. I don't think it's vintage. It looks vintage because it looks very worn. It was $3.99.
This looks like a woodshop project from like
No, it just looks very worn. He's talking about all of the indentations. Like, you can, it literally maybe looks like a dog chewed it, but
kind of gross.
it's the indentations of it. It's a masher. It's meant to be like home decor. Like, it's actually supposed to be used for an actual kitchen tool, but of course we're not going to use it for that. It's supposed to be for home decor, and a lot of people love collecting vintage mashers. I don't think this is vintage because it looks very
For
new.
what reason?
For farmhouse decor. I mean, you can look it up. Try looking up vintage mashers and see how much they sell for. While he does that,
Well, I need it.
it has really bits of wood broken all around. And I just, you guys know that I love that when it has that, you know, style of like worn or weathered or aged. I just feel it gives it more uniqueness to the decor piece. So this is definitely going to go in my area behind me here in the hutch in the market section where I have the canister, the ray-gun canister that says tools. When I saw this, I knew that it would be perfect for that. Did you find anything?
Yeah, I mean, they're going, this exact same one is going for like $20. I think it's the same one.
$20?
It's the same one. Except
Primitive
it's in better condition.
wood pestle mallet mortar
masher.
masher.
Farmhouse tool hand.
So what is your verdict?
No, I would have walked by this and like never even paid any attention to it.
Well, because you see, this is the other thing, the problem that I feel he has. We both have.
I don't have a problem.
Different, very.
Let's clear that up.
We both have very different thrifting like mentality. He is definitely more into what is going to sell for more. So he's definitely going to concentrate on like the clothing, the purses, maybe any shoes or hats, etc. He does do vintage cookware and stuff like that, but he doesn't really have an eye for the home decor. He doesn't really know what to look out for. I have always spotted things out for him, like telling him like, look, like this is collectible, people will buy this and stuff like that, because that's just not his forte, unfortunately, which is vice versa with me. My forte is not clothing, it's not shoes and all that other typical stuff. Me, it's just most of the hard home goods and stuff like that. But he's saying no to this.
That's also like a very poor, it's weird to me.
A very poor? What do you mean?
Porous like material to be mashing stuff. It's like a wooden, like a cutting block. Like you shouldn't be using like a wooden
cutting block.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like I feel like stuff could seep into like how porous.
I know, but this, I don't know what happened to this. Someone must have done something and maybe it fell on something. I don't know. I mean, obviously, in this condition, you wouldn't use it for actual food usage.
Then why would you buy it?
Because it's decor. You can explain it to the many viewers that I have that it's home decor. You would use this as home decor, like farmhouse. If you have farmhouse style, this is the item. This is just one thing that he will never understand. I'm sure lots of you will either agree or disagree. If your spouses or significant others don't get the vision of things, you know? That's why he doesn't decorate my house. And let me know in the comments as well, you guys. Don't ever feel in any way that you're going to hurt my feelings if you agree with my husband. Or if you disagree with him, please feel free. We are doing this just for fun. No feelings will get hurt in the making of this. Well, it doesn't seem like we're striking any gold today.
Boring.
Did you say boring?
Next.
Oh, you're so rude. Seriously. Close your eyes, please. Okay. We still have a few more items. I also picked this one up, you guys. Absolutely adore this. I love it. Love, 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 love it. And it was only, I want to say it was only $1.99.
A buck?
I probably shouldn't have done that. I totally gave it away. But we'll see what kind of book he reacts to once he sees it. 3, 2, 1.
No.
Why? This is such a good movie.
If there's a movie version of things, like, why do you have to read it? It's already been made. It's
First of all,
for you.
let me tell you all one thing. My husband hates reading. He is not the type of person that will sit down and read a good book. You're going to offend a lot of people in this video.
Why am I'm just saying there's a movie version. It's like, would you walk to the store or would you hop in your car? You would hop in your car to get to the store.
Well, you could walk to the store if you're near it.
Will you walk to the store?
Yes, I would.
He would not walk to the store.
Yeah, well, it depends if I'm going to buy stuff. If I'm going to buy a lot of stuff, I can't bring it with me while walking. Anyway, he doesn't like reading. He doesn't like reading anything. He doesn't like reading fiction, nonfiction, travel journals, biographies, whatever the case is. He doesn't like reading, which I already knew right away the reaction I was going to get by buying a book. But I love the movie. I have seen the movie several times, but I have never read the book. So he already
knows it.
So I want to read the book. And first of all, you do realize that books and movies are very different because they don't include everything from the book.
I understand.
I mean, Harry Potter, Twilight has taught us everything that is a book and is a movie. You're never going to get the same effect.
They do a great job at highlighting the important things.
Yes, but you don't get the entire story of it. So you should usually read the book before you watch the movie. Some people do it the other way around where they watch the movie first, then they
But this is why I didn't like Wicked. Because we saw the live action theater play and then I was so lost in the movie. I didn't like it.
There really wasn't a lot of differences between the Broadway production and the movie. There was definitely some differences, but not major. Not major to the plot, though.
And don't watch the movie. Don't do it. Just watch the live
We have
play.
A lot of Wicked fans on here, by the way. Anyway,
yeah, they can watch
so I bought
play.
the book because I wanted to read the book. The books are only $1.99. If you buy this brand new, I'm sure it's between anything from $15 to $20 if you buy a brand new in store. That's why I always recommend that you guys...
If you don't buy it, you save yourself $15 to $20 or
if you guys buy secondhand books, it's definitely the way to do it. It's the route to take. It's just going to save you so much more money. Don't listen to my ridiculous husband.
Watch the movie. It's probably on Netflix.
People love to read. You have to understand that. Not everyone just wants to watch the movie.
Okay. Next.
But coming from the person that does not like to read, by the way. So that was nonsense, right?
All of it has been nonsense.
So far, everything has been nonsense.
You're like Sabrina Carpenter.
Can you please... Why? She doesn't sing a song named Nonsense.
Yes, there's a song named Nonsense.
There is?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Okay, there's 3 more items. You guys know that, of course, I had to. Had to. There's the price. 3, 2, 1.
I could probably flip that depending on how much it was.
I like the little pom-poms. They're super cute. It was $2.99.
Yeah, that's an easy flip for 15, 20 bucks.
So this is a vintage stocking. These are the ones that I've told you guys before that I absolutely adore these because these are the ones that I'm trying to recollect. And he's probably going to be upset because these are actually stockings that I have. He's going to be
upset because it's going to be sold.
These stockings, not exactly this design, but I had like 4 or 5 of them and I donated them last year. And now I'm rebuying them back.
Yeah, they're like 56 bucks.
So I absolutely love these. I always find them at the thrift store. I feel they're so inexpensive and they're super cute. Again, that vintage Christmas vibe is what I go for. So
this is actually from the 1950s.
Perfect.
It's dating like 57.
Uh-huh. And you said one is selling for how much?
57 bucks.
I really love
the
detail.
I'm trying to find the exact same one. Someone has it on eBay.
I don't think it has a tag on the inside. Like a store tag. No. But what is it in your verdict?
Yeah, I would totally buy that.
Is it
for
thrift
$3
sense?
It's it makes sense. Yes, it's a thrift sense.
Thrift sense because it's going to bring in money. Of course.
Yeah, you can turn $3 into
So
at least
this is what I
$30.
was going back with telling you guys in the video, that I didn't want to just buy things that I know would get my husband's reaction like the best, because then
Oh, you got my reaction.
I end up losing, because then they're just items that I'm not going to like. So again, I always try, of course, to buy items that I know I'm going to love, or maybe resell if I do dip my feet more into it. But vintage Christmas, of course, I have to come home. Okay, we have 2 more items. Let's get the basic one out first. I bought this one right here. It was this price. They're normally a little bit more expensive. New. Let's see what he says in 3, 2,
sounds like candle.
1.
Oh, I like Trader Joe's.
So it's a Trader Joe's Honey Crisp Apple candle
Scented candle.
for $1.49. How much are they normally?
Probably like $6.99.
Oh, wow.
I wouldn't personally pick this up unless it was like a viral thing, or like if it was a scent that they no longer carry, because then I could like maximize my selling ability, because it'd be like a rare thing, hard to find type of vibe.
Now, I have found, if you guys have seen previous Hubby Reacts videos, I have found some really expensive candles, like from Anthropology.
Oh, wow.
There was even one that was from Anthropology that was like, I think I got it at Goodwill for like $5 or $8 maybe, and it's like reselling for like $40 or $50. It was like a pumpkin one. But I always come across Trader Joe's candles. I feel like we haven't tried them before. Have you tried them before?
No, we haven't. So this one's going on like eBay and other platforms between like $10 and $13. So for $1.50, I think that's pretty
good. It doesn't say the year, does it? At the bottom?
No.
So let me hear your thoughts, you guys, because we've never really ventured into Trader Joe's candles. We see them, you know, when we go to Trader Joe's, but I have always come across them at the thrift store, and a lot of them are brand new, never opened. So I don't know if Trader Joe's maybe just donates them to Goodwill, or if people donate them, because I see them very constantly, and they're usually never super expensive at Goodwill. So I feel that I don't know if they're really good candles. So let me know in the comments down below if you use Trader Joe's candles or have used them in the past. Do they last well? Does the aroma last? Do they burn well? I just want to hear your thoughts, because we don't really focus on their candles. We always just do Bath & Body Works, and my husband just recently bought some Goose Creek candles, which are supposed to be like the knockoffs of
they're actually pretty good.
Bath & Body Works.
We're not sponsored, but they're actually pretty good. They're I feel like the burning life of the Goose Creek candle is a little bit longer than
Bath & Body?
Bath & Body, and I also feel like the smells are a little bit more potent.
Really?
Yes, but when you compare them side to side, I feel like there's like a refinement and sophistication to Bath & Body Works scents. Like you can have 2 mahogany tweak woods side by side, like Bath & Body and then Goose Creek. There's something like crisper and cleaner and like more refined within the Bath & Body Works than with Goose Creek.
So are you saying with Goose Creek the burning time is better?
The burning time is better, but the payoff is better in terms of smell. But I don't know.
That's odd for me personally, in my opinion. Like, I smelled some of your candles, and they gave off like a very fakey like smell. Like
That's what I'm saying.
Like they use kind of like cheap oil.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying that
cheap fragrant oil.
So I'm saying that Bath & Body Works has this like sophisticated, clean, crisp smell to them. Like
you mean to their specific the
aroma?
Smell,
Yeah,
the aroma
so the specific scent is a lot more, in my opinion, like for lack of a better word, refined. Versus Goose Creek, it's there. Like it's like an inspired scent. So it is there, but it's not as pleasing. Then,
but it's a cheaper alternative, obviously.
It is definitely cheaper. Like I think I paid after discounts. They're always running discounts,
and their packaging is very similar to Bath & Body Works, but it almost looks kind of cheaper, kind of like their designs on the
Some of them
glass
do. Some of
bottom,
them do.
the glass jar.
But they're the same size. They're definitely like
3-wick candles.
they're like 1/3 the price. I think I paid like $6.99 per candle on a deal. It was like a
so that's not the regular price then.
no. The regular price is like $27, but they're always running deals. Like they just had
$27. Isn't that pretty close to what a 3-wick is? I bought
right, but they always have deals. So like for what was the last holiday?
I mean, do you really want to buy a dupe?
So for President's Day, they had like buy 5 for $55, so they come out to like $11.
Well, would you say yes or no?
Yeah, I guess I would pick it up. I mean, I wouldn't be able to sell it for a whole lot. But yeah, I mean, it definitely meets my threshold of like I have to make 3 times what I paid for it. So 3 times that would be $4.50. So if I can sell it for $10 to $12, then that would make sense to me to buy it.
Okay, so we finally have another winner. And of course, last but not least, I do hope that you guys are enjoying this Hubby Reacts and also the haul. As always, let me know in the comments down below about your thoughts, your feelings. No one will get hurt, I promise. Just let me know. And then the last item that we're going to get him to react, I'm only going to get one, but I want you guys to know that there's a total of 4 with the one that I'm showing you. I don't want to bring them all. There's no point. They're all the same. But here it is, and let me show you the price really quick. I thought these were such a steal. I already know his reaction, but we're gonna wait to see what he says.
The price stole from me.
3, 2, 1. There's 4 of these with this one.
I mean, Christmas sells a lot.
Yes.
They're waiting.
Wait until he sees the brand.
Oh, it's giving me like Pottery Barn or like Sur La Table.
He guessed it right.
Yeah, it's Pottery Barn.
And
at $1.99, these are a no-brainer. I would pick them up in a heartbeat.
Yes. I don't know if they're this year's, past year, like 2024, if they're 2023, or if they've brought them all out. There was literally 4 pieces of them. I don't know if someone donated them. I always run into Pottery Barn items. I don't think Pottery Barn donates. I just think people, donate a lot of Pottery Barn items. So when I found these, I was super excited. You guys all know that I love coming across a good Pottery Barn piece, especially these plates. They're like little appetizer plates, I guess you could say. They're cute, they're festive, they're part of that gingerbread collection that they release every year for Christmas. I don't have really any gingerbread decor, so that's kind of like I was on the fence about bringing these home because I was like, well, I got rid of all of my gingerbread stuff because I really wasn't feeling it and I just couldn't find a place for it in my home. So I was like, do I really want to invest in bringing them home? I mean, they were $1.99, which is a steal for a Pottery Barn piece. I think they're used. I don't think they're brand new, but they're in really great condition.
They don't look used because usually you'd be able to tell.
But it would have a new Pottery Barn sticker.
Oh, that's true. These are actually stoneware, and you can actually bake in them. I just saw someone's listing.
Oh, that's weird.
And I think in the back it says...
Why would you put those in the oven, though?
Oh, someone just donated these because the date is February 7th. Microwave and dishwasher safe. Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, I don't think so. But
well, someone's trying to sell them.
They're gorgeous. They're just beautiful.
They do come in a set of 4.
The details are just... I love them, you guys. $1.99. Now that is just a steal. Like, seriously. Like, you cannot find Pottery Barn this cheap usually ever. And I have 4 of them. Gorgeous. Just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Love, love, love them. So what did you say?
Yeah, I said of course I would pick them up. I'm just trying to figure out.
Well, if you even saw them at the shelf, would you pick them up like this?
Yes, because I know what they are.
You would know this is Pottery Barn by looking at it?
Yes, because we went to the store and we saw like the gingerbread houses when you were going crazy.
But we saw that mug in Florida and you didn't realize that it was Pottery Barn. And you were in the Christmas section.
See, so... Oh, wow. Someone has them listed for $40. So literally, you got 4 of them for $8. It's 5 times what you're paying. So they're asking for $39.95 with the $12 shipping. And then I guess there's like a larger platter. Someone's selling the large platter for $120.
Oh wow. Yeah, their collection, their gingerbread collection sells a lot for some reason. I was really hoping to buy the gingerbread houses last year, but I was so happy to hold off on them because, as you know, or if you did not know, Aldi brought out some dupe ones that look almost identical.
They were pretty stinking close.
Pretty
like you could probably
close.
put this next to it and not even know that they're actually two different
Yeah, and
makers.
I was so happy with those. They're so pretty. But I am so happy we got a total of 1, 2, 3 yeses
50%
out of
better score than last time.
out of 6 items. So there, you guys have heard it first of Hubby's reaction to my thrift haul. Let me know in the comments down below if you all agree or disagree, or is there some things that you agree or some things that you disagree, and any comment that you want to leave. And that way I can let him
Be
know.
nice to him.
Well, I'm pretty sure they're gonna come after you about the reading. So there's a lot of people that love reading. So I'm sure
I'm
they'll
not
read
saying
you.
don't read. Like, if that's your thing, like, hey, more power to you. But if you're gonna buy a book, just buy like a cooking book, like a barbecue book, like cook something for me. That's the kind of reading you should be doing.
I don't know if that's the kind of word I can say on YouTube, but it sounds very bigotry. I think that sounds very like a bigot. Come
Why?
on. Like, you're gonna tell me to pick up a cooking book?
Yeah, cook something.
That sounds very bigot.
No, I'm not saying get a cleaning book.
What's the difference? It's cooking. Cleaning, like, hello.
Food makes me happy.
Oh my gosh, we're not gonna get into this furthermore, but I would love to hear what your thoughts are, you guys. I will see how the reception is on this, and I'll continue them maybe once a month, just because I know he's always really busy. I hauled this stuff maybe like 2 weeks ago, maybe 2-3 weeks ago, and we're barely getting the footage in. But thank you again for all of your love, your support, coming on here to view my channel, being supportive of our family, of my prayers for my dad, prayers for our Bella. I will keep you guys all posted. My dad is finally rescheduled for another surgery procedure date. So, you know, I'll ask you all again to keep him in your prayers again and your thoughts. Just hoping that everything goes well for Bella and my dad too. So thank you again. If you haven't subscribed, I hope that you consider subscribing if you like today's content. And make sure before you exit out to hit that like button, because it really helps out our channel here. So we will catch you on our next thrifting adventure. Daniel and Hubby signing off. Bye guys.